Hey, it's Michael Wittman here, everybody's favorite tank commander, and today this is going to be my first Transformers review, and it's from my favorite, probably my favorite line, the Transformers Cybertron Robots in Disguise line. Now this came out back in 2005, so it's 11 years old, but I really like this figure. It's what you would call a scout class. It's like one class smaller than a deluxe. But let's take a look at the box. One thing I noticed, not a lot of people did this one on YouTube, and I never seen any with the box, so we'll take a look at the box, which I think is probably the nicest thing about this. It's a nice size. It's about the size of a deluxe class box, maybe a tiny bit smaller. But this is, as far as packaging goes, I think that the Cybertron line had by far the best packaging out of all the lines that I've seen, and as awesome as they are, I think they may have been a real pain for them too. The packaging is the bubbles really got a lot of design and molding to it, like the Transformers sign here. Like the Cybertron line is actually a cardboard insert and is curved, you know, it just really pops. And yeah, you could win a trip to space camp back in 2005. I really like this here. His name is big. It's and you got the Decepticon symbol right here, and it's like you can see it's like a quarter of an inch indentation there. I mean, it doesn't matter, I know, but it freaking looks awesome in person. And I know you're probably wondering, I should have said this by now, but you're probably noticing this yellow stuff that I got all around it. Well, obviously I opened it. I didn't think it was worth reviewing, so I didn't bother doing a unbox, you know. So, but this tape, I use these on all my collectibles. It's a special kind of tape. It looks like, well, it is masking tape, but it's for modeling, doing plastic models, and it's made by Tamiya, and this is a dispenser. It's not cheap. It's at my hobby store, Signal Hobbies. It's about $6 a roll, and then if you want the dispenser and a roll, it's about $11, which is quite a bit for a bit of masking tape. But I bought this stuff because it's really special, because you can put it on things, use it, tape them up, but it doesn't leave any it doesn't ever leave any residue, and it won't take any of the you know, any of the top layer off, like you know, the package or whatever, the graphics. It stays tight, but it'll never damage your collectibles ever. I often wrap, you know, missiles and things in this, and you can do anything with it. Like my Octane G1 has his two pieces, gun and shield, and just used a piece of this tape to fasten the shield and gun onto the top of the box so it doesn't rattle around, and no worries, right? So it's worth picking up. Masking tape is, I keep going on about masking tape. If you want to do it with regular masking tape, I recommend taking a little bit of this tack off or whatever. You probably don't even, a lot of people don't even care about the packaging, but anyway, let's look at the back. Look at the back, yeah. So then go with, say, the obligatory product shot. We have him there in robot mode, and he's a class 2 skill. Want to read his bio? Just pause right there. I might as well read it. Some might call Shortround obsessed because of the way he follows Thunder Blast around, but most Decepticons just call him annoying. Still serves his purpose, running supplies at speeds up to 350 miles an hour over land and sea, and wherever Autobots show up, he freaks out, filling the air with enough superheated plasma to allow other Decepticons to escape in confusion. He may be a nerd, but at least he's a destructive nerd. See, now that's a bio, right? That's a bio. That's how you write a bio. This is not a bio. Bombshell. Decepticon Master of Mind Control. Great. That tells me, you know, that's what we get for bios now. Okay, we'll get back to this guy later. But anyway, yeah, that's back of the box. There's your tech specs. As he's a pretty small bot, you don't expect him to be that high. But that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's get him open. I was thinking about keeping this one sealed because he's kind of rare, but the box wasn't in very good shape at all, and once you have a box that's not in really good shape, it doesn't really pay a lot more just to keep it sealed. And so I just open them for, you know, testing. One second. Yeah, I go through a lot of this tape. It's not cheap. I gotta say, it's not cheap. So let's get it out. That's our pack. Love the packaging, but I think the problem with the packaging was that, like, it's so intricate. It's got so much crap going on, like here and design to the bubble. They've got to put these into boxes, Hasbro, and then ship them out to Toys R Us or Walmart or wherever. And I've done, you know, stocking and working at Walmart and whatever, you know, at some point in my life, and they're very oddly shaped, so stacking them in a box must have been a royal pain in the ass, and I bet you they lost a lot of money because they could only put so many in a box because they're this odd shape. So that's my theory. Anyway, that's enough of that. We got our inner bubble of Shortround, and I'll just put him aside for a second, take a look at the bag of stuff we get here. And right away I can tell you, this is if I bought Fortress Maximus, I wouldn't get this much documentation. Here's his instructions. Won't go through those obviously, but here is get your key to Cybertron instant win game, and it's like a pull tab, but it expired about 10 years ago, so I'm just gonna leave it as is, and just whatever the thing is on the inside and be a mystery. And this is what we need. This is what Hasbro needs to do, and they stopped doing it. Look at the size of this poster, and oh, there's Megatron. Megatron's my favorite from this line. I have him. I have him. I just got him. I'm not excited about it. I'm so glad I got him. But look at this massive poster. I mean, it has right up on Scourge and the Jungle Planet, and here's some other that you can purchase. Leo Breaker. I hear everybody likes that guy. I don't think I like him, but anyway, Snarl, Brimstone, and Undermine. Yeah, but yeah, awesome poster. And on the back we have ads for a lot of the other toys in the Cybertron line. Beautiful, perfect high-res images, and just makes your mouth water for more of the figures in this line, namely Megatron or Galvatron. Personally, I would prefer Megatron. Cybertron, Scattershot, or Red Alert, and yeah, I'd love to have any of these and all of them. And you get that with this tiny Scout figure. This figure retailed around $7.99 or $8.99 Canadian. So not expensive, but we all know that since 2005, our dollar, or doesn't doesn't go as far as it used to. But that's what they were back then. Now, this being a Cybertron toy, every Cybertron toy comes with a cyber key. I suppose you can call it the gimmick. Oh, that was shiny. Yeah, gimmicks. Gimmicks are kind of derogatory, but sometimes these quote-unquote gimmicks are pretty cool. But they all do something with this key. Now, if for some reason you have a Cybertron toy and you don't have the cyber key, I think they're all identical. I'm pretty sure they're all identical, with the exception of maybe Megatron. So if you lose one, you can get pretty much any cyber key from any other bot, and away you go. So that comes with it. And his accessory is a nice gun, if I can get it out. There we go. And here we have, finally, Shortround. And Shortround is a nice representation, very, very nice representation of a hovercraft. Can't really say anything bad about it. The only imperfections that I personally had with this one was the way it was packaged. It was in the package like this, right? And over time, I guess somehow I got some compression put on it, like right here, and caused a stress line. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a stress line there. But I actually tested the plastic to see, how strong or how weak that line, that stress point is. The plastic on these it's way better, I think, than the ones I've seen lately. The quality and strength of the plastic is, you can really tell. I mean, this should be a kind of bit weak. I should be able to move it a bit left or right, but it is not going anywhere. So, that's kind of a bad luck thing for me, but I'm sure that probably won't happen with you. But apart from that, that's about it as far as the imperfection goes. But the transformation is really easy. All you really have to do, and it's not like overly simple or too simple, like to be any fun. The best way to do it is just to kind of like take your fingers here and put your fingers on the back and just spread. And once he spreads, you just pull up the feet, and it all loosens up. And we'll get his feet there. Yeah. And I'm sure you probably noticed, okay, now with the legs, just leave these down for a sec. With the legs, they just pop up, and accordion, stretch them out, and there are your legs. Now, let's do the main body. Now, there's the head right there. That's actually, the back of the head is done up to look like the bridge of the ship, which is pretty cool. I think it looks like a bridge, I guess. It has this very unique teal color to it, doesn't it? I like it. I really like it. I love the green and purple Decepticon stuff. It just seems right. Now, a lot of people might be thrown, okay, by these arms. The arms are basically the entire side of the ship, but I'll get back to that. Now, to do the body, you just come around here and this on a hinge here is just 90 degrees rotation. Now when you clip it in, the automorph pops the head up. Otherwise, you can do it. You can get his head up otherwise, but it's really hard. So it's a lot easier to do it that way, and that snaps him into place. His whole body's fixed now, and all you have left are the arms. And the arms are very articulate. They bend at the elbow, and the whole arm is on a ball joint. A lot of people get thrown by the hands. These are supposedly his hands. What you do with his hands, they come down like that and like that. And what this is more of a lobster claw than a hand. I think that's a nice idea. Because he's like a like a water Decepticon. I think it's pretty cool that he has these big lobster claws. Maybe they did the whole thing and forgot to work in the arms or something. But I actually like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's unique. And he has his accessory here, which plugs into the side nicely. And of course, if you want, where he rotates at the elbow, you can have him straight out his arm and have him fire it like that. Yeah, that's his accessory. Now let's get to the quote-unquote gimmick. The Cyber Key. Every Cybertron figure has the Cyber Key feature. Now, what this one does is plugs into the back, and here's what happens. And well, hold on, folks. Hold on. I think I put the arm in the way. Believe me, it works every time without fail. I'm just messing it up here, just like that, and just really snaps out really quickly. And you can leave the Cyber Key there as storage, which is alright, but when your Cyber Key's in, his missiles won't go back. So I like to keep them back for the most part. But yeah, it's got a crazy fast spring in it because they just snap out like lightning. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, what else are you gonna be able to do with an $8-9 figure, right? Yeah, so we've gone over pretty much everything. There's only one thing that I really don't like about this. Well, yeah, I don't like it. His legs are. He stands just fine, but at his knee, there's not much snap to it. Here, right? And he's really back heavy. He's got like a big backpack, and it's very easy for him to tilt back and just. Oh, he's doing a pretty good job of it right now. But it's his only flaw. Next to my it's his only fundamental flaw, I think. And yeah, there's no problem getting him to stand. It's just like you give him a little push, and he goes. But that's it. That's the only thing that's not awesome, I guess, about this figure. Why did I buy this? I bought this, when I'm on eBay. I often buy something, big, really nice, something like I'm looking for, but then I'll go through the store and I'll find out they'll have something, like $7-8. So I was like, I'm already ordering this one thing. Why not just throw this in combined shipping and get it for cheap? So yeah, that's how I get a lot of these. But I guess we'll just go back to his vehicle mode. So we just straight the arms out, put those lobster claws back the way they were. I mean, there's no specific way or that you have to do it. It's really simple. and just pull his body apart. Now that these arms are all straight and everything, it's easy just to fold them back in underneath. Alright, and the quality, I'll go over that in a second. Straighten out his feet, and his feet like accordion out, and then just fit back like that. And you want to make sure that this part is inside these two, and he really just like squeezes. Oh, I forgot the head, but that's okay. You can put the head around after, but when you're going back to vehicle, that's cool. With this toy, there's no, everything fits really well. Like, you wouldn't be able to get a razor blade in between these joints. The paneling, the way it just fits together tightly. There's no big gaps, you know, in the lines or anything like that. I like the colors. It's sturdy. It rolls like a champ, and basically the Cyberkey is the same thing. You just plug them back and just like that. And that's your figure. That's your Shortround. And oh geez, these were the good old days. Yeah, even 2005. But it's kind of sad considering now what the Scout class now. It's one class under the deluxe size, right? And I just have an example of him here, and I actually do like this figure, so don't get me wrong. This is Bombshell. Okay, like that's our Scout class now. I don't know what they call them now, Legend or something, but it's the one class right below, and naturally they're more expensive. You know, I think around $12 tax now, maybe $11 plus tax. Let's just compare the two classmates, so to speak, compared with today. Here's the new, and here's the old. Come on. So, like, yeah, this is bigger than most deluxe sizes now that you get. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, he has, of course, his storage with his gun right here. I should have mentioned this, but this goes right here. Fits in no problem. And he's fully armed. Plug in your Cyberkey. Pop the thing out, and he's ready to go. Like I said, can't really fault this thing very much. He's a bit back heavy, but apart from that, he's awesome. Hope you liked the vid. Sorry if it ran on too long, but the next vid, if I do another one, is gonna be this guy. We're gonna get a little bigger. Yeah. Sky Shadow. This thing is big. He's one size larger than leader class. So if you want me to review this one, give me a like and subscribe. So that's it. Give a shout out to my buddy